G'day, Agent Hart here. Are you somebody who's the ex of somebody with BPD or suspected BPD? Are you still in the relationship, but you now know that, wow, this is difficult or beyond, but like maybe you're just not really ready to leave yet, or you think you can stick it out, or you think it might still work out? Wherever you are, in whatever iteration of where you've been or what's still going on in your life, here's the meat of this message, right? Are you full no contact? Well, obviously, if you're still living with somebody at BPD, you're not. But if you've been ghosted, or you've been, discarded, or you broke up with them, it's on and off again, and now you haven't heard from them for a while, whatever that while might mean to you. Are you full no contact? Because so many people aren't. And lots of people will be no contact. What's the difference between full no contact and no contact? Well, full no contact is supposed to mean that people really are having zero communication, zero contact, not self-reverse hoovering, looking at their social media, not reverse hoovering them, not trying to talk to somebody who knows them, not wondering what's going on with the next person maybe they monkey branched, unfortunately, from you with, or from you to them. Full no contact is that you don't get phone calls, you don't get texts, you've taken care of, you blocked them on everything. That's full no contact, right? People know that. It's simple. And then there's no contact. So unless there's children involved, which is different, because that's going to have to be low contact, and that's a whole other issue. And I've done a couple videos on that. You can search around for. I don't know how people find anything on this channel anymore. But the bottom line is, so no contact. So many people comment to the channel in live streams, and yes, clients I've worked with over the last 31 years. And, more of this terminology maybe in the last, 10, 15 years. But a client will say to me, and nobody said this recently, and I'm not referring to any specific client, but a client will say to me, yeah, I've had it with that person. I'm done. I am no contact. I've gone no contact. And then the very next statement, and I don't judge, okay, but the very next statement that many clients have made after saying what I just said, and I'm just choosing different words, they'll say, so I'm full no contact now. It's over. That's it, because this happened, that happened, the other happened, and they did this, and whatever the reasons are. And they'll be specific. And then they'll say, so I am no contact now, and I'm done. I don't, they're working with me to work on the keeping it that way, right? Because it's not easy. It's very difficult, trauma bonds, and things I've talked about a lot. So people are saying, I'm no contact, done with him or her. But yesterday when they texted me and they said, or last week they texted me, or, yeah, I'm no contact. I don't ask. I don't, try to police my clients, and none of that, right? People are going to make their own decisions, and often in the work, when we begin, people are all over the place. That's okay. There's no rules when I work with people, and I'm out here to work with you if I resonate with you. But so what I'm getting to here is this reality that exists out there that I'm going to coin the term for right now. So you heard it here first, I think. Not that matters, but contact to no contact to full contact limbo. Are you in a limbo place where it's like, well, you were no contact, then somehow they still contacted you, and now, you wanted to try to get closure, or you just wanted to find out what they were really feeling about something, or could they kind of like hear you on something, or maybe you're like, oh, I don't know, they seem reasonable right now, maybe this could work out after all. So there's contact, no contact limbo, where people say they're no contact and they think they're no contact, but they're not no contact. So they're like having regular weekly calls, or often texting, or on and off texting, or they're seeing the person, or they go to school with the person, or they work with the person. but they say they're no contact. And I'm not here to judge, I'm just saying, this goes on for a lot of people. Are you one of those people? And what does that mean for you? Are you no contact, but there's texts? Are you no contact, but you're watching their social media? Are you no contact, but, last time you spoke to her a week or two ago? So there's no contact limbo. What is that about? What's happening for people? I'd love it if you'd share in the comments if you've experienced this, because I think we just need to talk about it more, because a lot of people are going through it. I'm not here to judge in any way. Please understand that. So then there are people that think they're full no contact. There are people that are full no contact. There are people that are really no contact and maintaining it. But why is that so difficult for so many people? After, or, relationship breakups, ghosting, you're not sure what's happening, relationship recycles, or maybe not all of that, but just the way it ends, and the no closure, and the cognitive dissonance, and the ruminate, all those different aspects. No contact limbo, or something in between no contact and full no contact, or a full no contact that kind of doesn't stay that way, or no contact that actually involves contact. Limbo. Have you experienced this? Are you going through this right now? Please share in the comments and share with each other, because this is a really big struggle for so many people that know that, whether people are new to this now or just got ghosted, don't know what's going on. A lot of people will go no contact, or a version thereof that they might describe as no contact, because they've been ghosted, and or you're getting the silent treatment, and relationship is kind of on and off, but there's these cycles of patterns. And so your no contact might mean, well, because they left and they're not contacting me, I'm no contact. But if they contact me, if they hoover me, I'm going to want to talk to them, and you never know, maybe it'll work out. So anyway, think about it, because between no contact and people's efforts at that, and full no contact and people's efforts, there's a limbo in between there often. And there's a big limbo between people thinking, describing, trying, I don't know, that they'll say they are no contact, but they just spoke to the person, the ex, or the on and off, or the you're not sure yet, the girlfriend or the boyfriend, or maybe you're still in the relationship, but yeah, just got texted again after maybe not hearing from them for weeks or months sometimes, or longer. And there you are, back in the conversation, and maybe they've changed, etc. So beware of contact, ghosted, to contact, the reverse hoovers, the hoovers. Are you no contact with contact in limbo? Are you trying for no full? Are you implementing full no contact only to still have some contact? So you're in that limbo between what would be full no contact and what's kind of like sort of no contact, but not even really. So, and then there's contact, and then there's like, but not now, and it's on and off with them, and and no closure, and all this struggle. So it's no contact limbo, or limbo between the contact and the no contact, between being full no contact and getting hoovered. And how do people who are full no contact get hoovered? And if that's happened to you, share what that was like, because you couldn't have been full no contact exactly right. So I'm just saying this for people to think about. No judgment. I think it's worth exploring the no contact limbo. And like sometimes that involves the borderline goes no contact. You don't have a choice. Then they hoover you back. Then there's contact, but you're still in this limbo place. Or I could ask the question, how dangerous, if you've been through this, how many times maybe have you been hoovered back, recycled the relationship and been hurt all over again, and now you're working at the no contact again to get the full no contact. But this is what happens for people. Not everybody just goes no contact and it means what you think it means. Not everybody gets the full no contact without going through a lot of this limbo of contact or no contact or on and off or partial or a little bit. Or some people are still taking voice messages even though they blocked the person's phone number. and they get those block calls, and they're still listening to the messages. Some people are still taking emails. Some people are still being texted. Some people are just phoning, taking the calls, or, looking at the text and not responding. None of that is no contact. So you're in no contact, contact on and off, no contact, full contact, limbo. Are you doing the limbo mumbo of full contact but not really, contact but no contact, oh, no contact but contact? Anyway, if you can relate to what I'm saying here, please do leave a comment, even if you don't usually, hey? Leave a comment, and let's see how many people can talk about this struggle, because it is a big struggle for so many people. Yeah, the on again, off again, the ghosting borderline, the silent treatment, and if you don't live with them, is it on? Is it over? Is it on? Is it off? We're no contact now. I'm gonna stay no contact. Oh no, there's contact. Oh, I'm reading the text. I'm listening to the voicemail. I'm reading the email. I don't know. Like, wow, that sounds different. That could be good. And you might want to refer to my video if you think you're in no contact limbo, or if you have been. Like I said, please share your experience, or a little bit about your experience. And you might want to look for my video on beware the borderline ex hoovering, because they always come to tell you what you want to hear. So all of this no contact limbo, for lack of a better way to put it, means you're still in a slippery slope place that you might not think you're in at all. You might say, nah, I'm finished with this relationship, and I could never be hoovered into, even though she's texting me and we're talking and I'm listening to her voicemails and reading her emails and looking at her social media. No, I just want to know what happened. Maybe I want to tell her she has BPD, because she should know that, right? But all these things put you in this: is the relationship over? Is it off? Is it on? Is it off? Is it going to be again? Is it not? You're not finished. And so if you're not having contact, no contact limbo. If you're trying to do something between no contact and full no contact, no contact limbo. So anyway, I think I've made that clear. And it's happening for so many people. So I hope some people will comment. If you don't usually comment, or sometimes you don't feel like commenting, why not share? Because the more of you that share, at least you're going to know you're not alone with it. And I'm not here to judge it. I'm not here to judge it. Let me make sure I said that correctly and clearly. And the other thing I just want to say is, of course, I'm out here to work with you, if I resonate with you. And when people work with me, they don't get it perfect all the time, in the beginning, or for a while. What does that mean? I have clients that recycle back to relationships. I have clients trying to be no contact that have contact. I have clients that are trying to be full no contact that is not quite that. And I have clients that are working hard at no contact, and clients in all different kinds of other iterations of this too, right? Stages and whatnot, and working it through and recovery. But I have clients who once in a while will say, and they're working hard in therapy and they're doing well, and they'll say, I'm really over her, and I'm starting to feel better. And then maybe the next session they'll say something similar, and they'll be processing and we're doing the work. And then they might say, but it occurred to me the other day, or they might have been contacted, you never know. And they'll say, I don't know, if she did hoover me back, if she hoovered me again, I'm not sure that I wouldn't go back. And that can come from clients that we've done a lot of substantial work. So just know you're not alone with this real struggle that I'm just calling it's on, it's off again, contact, no contact, limbo. Take care.